On Thursday, March 7th, the sun is going to move into the gate 22 and the earth is going to move into the gate 47. You can see looking at this overall chart that we've got a lot of activations going on over here in that emotional solar plexus, like we did last month in February. And so we've got 4 different gates that are being lit up right now during this particular transit. And so the gate 22 is on the emotional solar plexus. It's in the knowing circuit. It's known as the gate of openness in traditional human design, or the gate of surrender in quantum human design. And I really think of this energy as one where we are being receptive, because the knowing circuit is individual circuitry, and it is going to be receiving downloads that are highly intuitive. They're not logical or rational or analytical or anything like that. Again, it obeys different rules than what we have in the logic circuit. And so we're being open and we're kind of surrendering to what's coming through to us. The mate of the gate 22 is the gate 12, which is right up here on the throat. And the 12 is known as the channel. And so this is where we are being able to express some of the downloads that are coming in through that knowing circuit. So its mate is to be open, right? It's to surrender to a higher consciousness that wants to provide us with some insights. It wants to give us more to work with. It wants to help direct us in our lives, right? And to be able to be open and to surrender that way, we really need to feel like we are in a dynamic and supportive relationship with spirit, right? And that we are going to get the support that we need when we need to get it. And the knowing circuit is definitely on that leading edge of consciousness. And so it requires a lot of faith, right? It requires that we do, really kind of surrender. We're open to what comes. We surrender to the higher consciousness that's coming to us and seeing what it is that's going to bring us, and to know that this is going to provide to us with what we need when we need it. There's a real theme in the emotional solar plexus about it, because it is that creative center. Then the earth in the gate 47 is the gate of realization in quantum human design, or the gate of mindset in quantum human design. So this is the beginning of the sensing circuit. In the last transit, right, we had this 64 lit up, right? And now its mate is being lit up. And so we're just kind of continuing here to be receiving through that sensing circuit, the creative ideas, the expansive possibilities, the experiential way of feeling and knowing things. And so, yeah, it's mindset or it's realization, but what it's doing is it's receiving that divine transference, right, that we were talking about in the last transit. Is receiving that and then going, well, what does this teach me? How does this help me understand a belief system, if you will, or how am I going to view the world now that I'm receiving this information into this sensing circuit, which again is really, it's called mindset, but it's not really analytical, because it's in the sensing circuit, although it is in the ajna center, and the ajna center is where we think of as our thinking mind or our analytical mind. So I like to think of this gate as a place where we're helping that analytical mind of ours be a little bit more open than a lot of times it is otherwise, because like I said, that left brain dominance that we get conditioned into tends to make us want to translate the creative and expansive ideas we get into something that is a bit more structured and logical and so on. And it's kind of a little bit like clipping the wings off the butterfly when you do that, right? So during this transit, you want to be looking for yourself as, how do I stay open to what wants to come in through that knowing circuit and also through that sensing circuit? They're 2 different forms of intuition, 2 different ways that we are opening up to that creative intelligence of the universe. How do we want to stay open to what is coming in and allow it to inform us so that we know that we are fully supported, not just through one form of knowing, which is our logical way of knowing, but through these other ways of knowing, which actually, when you put these 2 together, they're bigger in the human design system than the left brain logic is. So you will do really well by letting go of any attempt attachment that you have to analysis during this time, or making sure to figure things out. Just trying to let that go and allow yourself to receive, surrender to it, let it in, and see what unfolds in your life.